the thing that makes this a three-dimensional game of crazy chess, Ryan, is that Big Ben also has had a lot of leeway given his way. And for him to go on his radio show this week and say he doesn't know where this quote-unquote comes from about an altercation at a walkthrough that everybody who was there and is said on the record or off the record to reporters, to me, he had the ball thrown at him. So how can he sit there and say what he said and say, I welcome him with open arms when you can't tell what's going on and from who, Ryan?
Well, so here is what I'll say, the way I see the situation. Obviously, we've seen Ben at different times say things publicly about players. You know, whether it be on the field or off the field, the way he feels about Le'Veon, the way he feels about Martavius, and different things, where he's had to bring to light some of the things we didn't know. If you look at this situation, Rich, he doesn't have to, right? Like you said, you have people, whether it's on the record or off the record, saying these things happen, right? Saying this happened to Antonio Brown. So now here's an opportunity where Ben doesn't have to be the bad guy, right? Ben doesn't have to tell us what happened because we're hearing it from different places. Ben doesn't have to say that he wouldn't welcome Antonio Brown with open arms because other people, whether it be Coach Tomlin, Kevin Colbert, the GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers, now they have to deal with this situation. So Ben gets an opportunity to be neutral, to be a leader, to protect Antonio Brown in some sort of way because everyone else is telling the story. And so for Ben to come out and say what he said, I'm not sure why. I'm sure he has a motive behind it. I'm sure he has a reason, and maybe it's because Antonio's catching so much slack and he wants to take some of that off of him. But, I think, you and I and many others believe that this altercation did happen and believe that something needs to be done, whether it's finding a way to calm Antonio, finding a way to punish him, or finding a way to shop him and get something back from him because you can't lose him the same way you lost Le'Veon Bell if you feel like he can't be a part of this team.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.